Hey everybody, we're getting on here because we've had a change of plans this morning. We usually were prepared for the 9 o'clock service and the 10:45 service. Both in-person services were going to be available. Of course, we always capture our live service at 9 o'clock, rebroadcasted at 10:45. But today, as you look out your window and as you get out and about, you'll find out that the conditions on the ground are a little too icy and a little too dicey for us to have the 9 o'clock service. So we won't have any 9 o'clock service. There won't be any kind of service even online. The only service we'll be able to provide you today is our 10:45 service. And by that time, we think the conditions on the ground will improve greatly, that the icing that is on our paving and parking lot will basically, once the sun warms the pavement, it should be very, very fine. But so we're just doing this for safety purposes. Now, I want to tell you that today's service is a critically important service because it's in line with choosing wisely, our whole Proverbs series. And during this segment of Proverbs, we are really getting wisdom on various subjects. And one of those subjects that we're going to get wisdom on today, appropriately on Valentine's Day, is getting wisdom on sacred sexuality. And I want to tell you something, that this is going to be a hot topic. There's no question about it. I mean, our Bibles are very plain spoken about certain things. It's never really a prudish type Bible that you read. You read very true to life circumstances. It doesn't become so concerned about offending us with its language, because it gets right in our face about a lot of different things. And one of those things it gets in our face about, and it really gets real with us about, is human sexuality. And so what better theme could we preach about than human sexuality and the wisdom we need with that human sexuality on Valentine's Day? Now, I want to tell you something. Sexuality, period, is one of the most powerful driving forces in human beings. In fact, every day you'll hear a preacher that you respected, or every year at least, you'll hear a preacher that you respected that fell prey to sexual sin of some kind. And when you hear that, you're just taken back. You're struck with a sense of that. But all that tells you, and it's not to justify any person's actions whatsoever. It just tells you that human sexuality is a super powerful thing in a person's life. In fact, we have overstressed it in our modern culture. We have made often way too much about it, and therefore it becomes part of the consciousness of our culture. So what do we need to know about this? What can we learn about sacred sexuality? So I want to encourage you to come out today at 10:45. Hopefully you'll join us at 10:45, and you'll be in the room with us to worship God, and let's just really have church, because we've been away from each other for 2 weeks already. I don't want to have a third week just totally be washed out. Do you? But we want to provide you with an in-person service today at 10:45 and an online service at the same time. And we want you as couples and families and marriages to really listen to what God has to say about sacred sexuality in our Bibles. And then we want you to gain some wisdom and apply that to your life. I think you're going to enjoy this message today. I encourage you to come out. If you can't physically get out of the house because your conditions near your house are too treacherous still by that time, hey, stay in, keep your pajamas on, turn the TV on, get your communion cups and bread ready, because we're still going to do church with you at 10:45. So hope you hearing this in all of our areas of Facebook, and that you'll really do us a favor and join us at 10:45 today. Stay safe until then. God bless you. See you.